Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Well. Now we get down to the nitty-gritty. Janet Jackson's issues with Kamala Harris might go further back than this presidential campaign because the Democratic nominee's past commentary about Michael Jackson's child molestation trial is resurfacing. In the wake of Janet's criticism of Kamala, in which she inaccurately claimed that the vice president's father was white, footage from 2004 popped up on the internet, showing then San Francisco Deputy City Attorney Harris sharing her 2 cents on Michael Jackson's impending trial. She stated in the clip, "In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect some detail, the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available. Michael was arrested in 2003 and charged with 7 counts of child molestation and 2 counts of administering an intoxicating agent for the purpose of committing a felony. The King of Pop denied the allegations at the time. More than a year later, his trial began, and he was acquitted on all counts in May 2005. I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. First and foremost, before I get into Kamala and Janet, Michael Jackson is innocent. He's innocent and always has been. Let me tell you how I know Mike was innocent, is innocent. It's simple, fam. Mike loved people. He loved children, not in the type of way that some of us think, you know how we do, family, we have to sexualize everything. Why is it that we're quick to give Mike credit as being just a strange dude, independent of any type of sexual thing, but we can't give him that same consideration when it comes to sexualization? Mike loved people too much. He loved children too much to harm a child. He was one of those dudes who just never grew up. So when you look at Mike, when you think about men, you think about men in general, some of the things that he did, a man, regular man, we ain't gonna do stuff like, eat cookies and ice cream in the bed with some stranger's kids or whatever. We're not doing all of that. But Mike don't have that type of discernment. He didn't have that type of discernment. Mike just looked at it like, I ain't doing nothing wrong. We just eating ice cream. We eating cake. I don't see anything wrong with that. And so Mike didn't play by societal rules. Mike played by his own rules, and that got him in a bind because we as a society are very judgmental when it comes to things like that. My bottom line, fam, is the reason why I think that Mike is totally innocent is because Mike was a true humanitarian. He loved people for real. He saw the innocence in people until they crossed him, right? He saw the innocence in children in a different way than the average person sees it. And this is why I believe with everything that Mike was totally incapable of harming a child in any way. Plus, let's not forget how many times the people who accused Mike of harming them were caught in lies. Let's not forget how a couple of the kids who lied on Mike came forward and said their parents put them up to it. So we can't just discard that just because you don't like Mike. Just because you thought it was strange or you thought he was strange, you don't like him. So whatever he's accused of doing, F it, he get what he get. No, I'm not with that. Mike was innocent. Mike was innocent, I don't care what you say. Back to Janet. Let me tell you something, fam. Janet ain't wrong. No matter what side of the political spectrum you stand on, Janet was not wrong for standing up for her deceased brother. Janet is a loving sister. She's a protective sister. So she remembers that dark time when Kamala threw her brother under the bus. Now here's the thing. Kamala really was just speaking from an expert standpoint. She really was not saying that Mike was guilty. She was just speaking from the side of the so-called victim, like what you can expect and what a jury might expect to hear from a victim. That's all she really was doing. Not trying to take up for her, but I gotta be objective about this, and I gotta call a strike and a ball a ball. I totally respect Janet's position though. Janet got that position, man. Anything you say, you got anything remotely slick to say about my family, man, you know, about my brother, man, I'm gonna give you all the smoke you looking for. Yeah, don't be fooled by this little pretty smile, you know. I'm in, you know what I'm saying? Control, you know what I'm saying? Man, y'all better back up off Janet. Janet ain't, you know, she just look like that. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.